program is bringing NEXRAD, the next generation of Doppler radar, to Indianapolis. What this means to you, here's meteorologist David James.
At first glance, it looked like a giant alien soccer ball had landed near the Indianapolis airport, but it turned out the 20 or so humans working there were putting up the new tower for the new $3 million National Weather Service Doppler radar. The 33,000-pound pedestal is basically a big motor that rotates and tilts the antenna, which goes up next.
That'll turn 90 up there, right, Travis?
Much more sending and receiving equipment is hoisted to the 82-foot-high platform to be assembled later. The 40-foot fiberglass protective dome is the last outward sign of construction today. After a year and a half of tedious technical testing and training, we'll see the benefit of the WXIN-88D radar.
First thing you'll notice is a lot more resolution, in other words, more color levels, which means that we're receiving more detailed information, which allows us to get a better idea of the structure of the storms that we're looking at. And that should translate then into a better service, better warnings, more timely information, more detailed information. This new system, we're going to have the radar automatically updating every 5 minutes. The image will stay there. It will be in much more detail. Plus, we're going to have the Doppler display, which will be giving us the velocity information, wind speed and wind direction, not only at the ground, but at multiple levels aloft. So we'll have a good idea of the vertical structure of the wind fields within the storms.
Not only will that detail help everyday forecast, but most importantly, earlier detection of thunderstorms with tornadoes. With a new and better weather office later this year and a new and better Doppler radar the year after that, the National Weather Service is ready to bring us new and better weather information in the coming years. In Indianapolis, Dave James, 6 News.
3 of those new radars are already in operation. In Oklahoma, Florida, and Virginia, the preliminary results show fewer false alarms over severe storms and slightly increased lead time in forecasting hail and tornadoes.
Sounds like a good program.
Is taking shape for the Weather Service near the Indianapolis airport now. Atop an 80-foot tower, the new NEXRAD Doppler radar will start scanning the skies next year. After testing and training are underway, that radar should provide more detailed information for everyday forecasts and earlier detection of severe weather for all of us. That 40-foot protective dome, visible for miles on the southwest side, capped the construction today.
A big golf ball up there, doesn't it?
You would think of that as a golfer.
Well, the question is Bob's...
World of good for Hoosiers during tornado season.
It's really going to be helpful, and I'm really excited about it. I'm sure all the other weather guides across town are as well. A radar system that makes it easier for meteorologists to see into storms and track tornadoes is now under construction here in Indianapolis. Crews today begin putting in place the pieces of a system called Doppler radar. At least 50 counties throughout Indiana will be covered.
The best aspect of Doppler is that it gives us an idea of what the wind motion is in and around the thunderstorms. So we'll have a much better idea of whether or not particular storms have a tornado or whether they have severe weather within them.
We'll be able to use this new radar system to track tornadoes later in the year. It will also help us to streamline the watch and warning process.